Hello students, in previous video we are seeing about friction, in which we have learned that what is friction. Now here I told you that in spite of rough surfaces of an object, the intermolecular force of substances also work in friction, and the force is called adhesion. So, according to Ron-Kurtusz, adhesion is the essence of friction, and this is why glue and Fevicol offer large friction to overcome which large forces have to be applied. Students, now we have to know how can we know to measure the friction. An approximate measurement of friction can be made using spring. You can see that there are two hooks. One is to be applied with the object whose friction to be known, and other should be in our hand. So a spring balance consists of a spring, as you can see, that with a movable pointer attached to it. The pointer moves over the scale according to the force applied on the spring and measure the corresponding stretch of the spring. Let us see how can a spring balance is used to measure the force of friction. You can see in the picture a boy who wants to take the measure of friction of the load, how he adjusted the spring balance. As connect the hook of the spring balance to the string of the box and pull it slowly, increasing the force until the box begins to slide. Make sure the spring balance is parallel to the surface on which the box of shoe is kept. The reading on the scale when the box just begins to slide is a measure for the static friction, while the reading when the box continues to slide is the measure for the sliding friction. Sliding friction is, in first video I told that a body has two types of friction. First, static friction. Static friction means the friction before the movement. जैसे एक वस्तु है, अगर हम एक कार का उदाहरण लें, वैसे स्थिति में if the car stops, then it puts a static friction. But when it starts moving, then it is called kinetic friction or sliding friction. क्योंकि वह जब चलना शुरू करती है तो वह किसी भी सरफेस पर स्लाइड करती है. This is called sliding friction. And same process we have to do that when we use this hook to measure the friction. Now when the body starts moving, we see the pointer of the reading and we just say that the reading giving the information about the force of friction. Now repeat the experiment and observation for different objects like a heavy book, a brick, a box of cherries, etc. Notice carefully that the sliding friction is slightly smaller than the static friction. friction. It means that the force required by an object to start its sliding is slightly more than the force required to continue its sliding. यानी किसी भी वस्तु को उसके स्थैतिक स्थिति से गतिज स्थिति में लाने के लिए जो भी या जितना भी फ्रिक्शन फोर्स की जरूरत होगी वही इसका मेजरमेंट. नाउ वी विल लर्न हियर द फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग द फ्रिक्शन. स्टूडेंट्स, देयर आर 4 factors that affect the friction. First, roughness of surface. Second, nature of sliding object. Third, mass of sliding object. And area of surfaces. Now students, we read more by some activities here given. As you have seen that when we put a heavy load on our sliding surfaces and inclined surfaces, you get that heavy loads can be easily brought down by inclined planes. Here the sliding of the object becomes easier in inclined plane. About it we will read in detail in next classes, but here the friction that is affecting should be easier to inclined surface. As an activity has been given to see the fraction, that you can see that on the inclined plane when a body is to be dropped, you find it comes fastly on the ground, but on the ground there are some pebbles and sand which are resisting the motion of the object which is to be sent down as here all has been given. It shows that on the plane surface the ball comes fastly, but when it gets hindered in the next position with mixed with sand and pebbles, the energy of the ball dampens by them and it slows down. Now here next is their key. We put one book and try to pull it. Again 2 books are to be kept there. We find that will feel some problems to pull it. Again 3-4 books can be taken together and we find that as we are growing weight of the body, mass of the body, the friction needs more to pull it. As well as in the next activity also you can see the same process is here. In the surface which is rough, then friction is to be applied more than the surface which is smooth. Now here the conclusion drawn from the above activities can be listed as below. The friction depends upon the roughness of the surfaces in contact. It is more for rough surfaces as compared to smooth surfaces. यानी चिकनी जगहों के अपेक्षा अगर रुखड़ी जगह है तो हमें फ्रिक्शन का फोर्स ज्यादा लगाना पड़ता है. The friction is directly proportional to the mass of sliding object. More be the mass, large is the fraction. क्योंकि जितना अधिक मास होगा फ्रिक्शन उतना ही अधिक रहेगा, बल उतना ही अधिक रहेगा, और जितना कम मास होगा वह फ्रिक्शन उतना ही कम रहेगा. जैसे आपने बुक शेल्फ वाले कंडीशन में देखा कि भारी चीजों को खिसकाना मुश्किल है और हल्की चीजों को खिसकाना ज्यादा आसान होता है. द फ्रिक्शन डायरेक्टली डिपेंड्स अपॉन द सरफेस एरिया इन कॉन्टैक्ट विद द सेकेंड सरफेस. यानी सरफेस एरिया जितना अधिक होगा जिसके ऊपर, अगर जिस वस्तु को हम किसी दूसरे वस्तु के ऊपर पुल करना चाहते हैं तो सेकंड वाले का जितना अधिक सरफेस एरिया होगा फर्स्ट वाले में खींचना उतना ही आसान हो जाएगा. लार्जर बी द एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट मोर इज द फ्रिक्शन. क्योंकि जितना अधिक कॉन्टैक्ट का सरफेस बढ़ता है हमको हमारा फ्रिक्शन उतना अधिक बढ़ जाता है. एंड फ्रिक्शन ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स अपॉन द नेचर ऑफ द मटेरियल ऑफ टू सरफेस. यानी उन दो वस्तुओं की प्रकृति क्या है उस पर भी हमारा फ्रिक्शन डिपेंड करता है. नाउ स्टूडेंट वी विल लर्न मोर अबाउट हाउ टू हैंडल फ्रिक्शन. कि हम इस फ्रिक्शन को कैसे हैंडल कर सकते हैं, कैसे हम फ्रिक्शन को कम या अधिक कर सकते हैं. अबाउट दिस वी विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट